Good morning, Mindsetters, and welcome to this episode of Let's Talk Mindset with me, your host, Michelle Green. Welcome. I want to chat with you today about health and how our mindsets contribute to our individual health. If you're feeling unwell to any degree, the worst thing that you could do in the moment is continuously talk about whatever it is that ails you. If you have received a diagnosis of disease or illness, etc., you are really doing yourself a total disservice if you put your focus entirely on the illness, instead of putting your focus on your healthiest self. And by this I mean focusing on what it would look like to be 100% healthy. Focusing on what it would look like to be disease or illness free. Focusing on what it would look like or feel like to be pain free, completely pain free. Now, don't get me wrong. I do understand what it is to be in pain. And I also understand that if I personally am experiencing pain or discomfort of any kind, it takes a conscious effort on my part not to speak or complain about what I am feeling, because I'm human. I'm a human being, and that's what we do. But I am very mindful of it because I know and am very aware of how the universal law of attraction works. And I understand that affirming, whether conscious or unconscious, affirming, whether negative or positive, it really doesn't matter, because what you are doing by affirming is telling the universe what you want more of, what to give you more of. Affirmations are a great way to intentionally work with the universal law of attraction. They're great and they're awesome if you use them right. But because the law of attraction is not partial, it doesn't pick sides. It doesn't have favorites. It's not partial. So because it's not, if you constantly affirm, or in this case, talk about your illness or your poor health, focusing on the illness, you will bring more illness and poor health right back to you. I'll tell you a story. This past weekend, I was out shopping with a friend, and the whole time, well, not the whole time, but the beginning of the shopping journey, I wasn't feeling well. I had a tummy ache, to put it simply. And there were about 5 times that I remember feeling the urge to complain or to mention that I wasn't feeling great. My tummy was not feeling great and it sucked. About 5 times that I can remember that I wanted to mention this tummy ache. And only because I am conscious and self-aware of my thoughts, I try to be very mindful of what I think and speak into my life. And only because of that, every single time for those 5 times, when I had the urge to speak about the tummy ache. I instead flipped it and switched it and said something totally opposite to what I was feeling. Things like, I'm feeling great, I'm 100% healthy, I'm feeling no pain. I would say things like this just to combat or to be the opposite of what I was actually feeling. Because I know that affirming, regardless if it's negative or positive, I'm telling the universe to give me more of that. So that's what I did. And I can honestly tell you that throughout the shopping, the tummy ache went away. And I was somewhere along the line there, by the end of the shopping, was no longer feeling a tummy ache. So affirmations work. So when you are feeling a bit under the weather, instead of focusing on the illness and instead of focusing on the pain, i.e., the tummy ache, each time you feel that urge to complain or to mention it aloud, shift your focus and affirm something like, I am happy. I am healthy. I am harmonious. I am whole. I am pain-free. And the list goes on. Get creative. But affirm something that is the total opposite of what you're actually feeling in order for the universe to turn it around for you. Right? When you are asked by friends and family how you're doing regarding your illness, because you've mentioned it so much that they all now are concerned. When you're asked by them how you're doing, again, simply affirm the opposite of what you're feeling, right? So simply affirm what you want, but not what you have currently. Say something like, I'm feeling great, and my health is following right along, right? Things like that will, again, shift your mindset, shift the universe to send you more of what you want. And by focusing on your optimal health instead of focusing on the unwellness, it's almost like you're giving yourself some therapy, right? Instead of the disservice of complaining, you're giving yourself a little self-therapy, if that makes sense. So by making this small shift in how you speak about your health, you will shift your focus away from the illness and toward your optimal health and well-being. Now, remember, affirmations without belief are just a bunch of nice words. You must believe what you're affirming. You must believe it as if you have it right now. When you affirm, you must believe it. You must believe that whatever it is that you are affirming, that it belongs to you now. The minute you affirm it, it's yours. You have to believe that it belongs to you, just as you know and believe that your name belongs to you. You see, first you ask, then you believe it's yours, and then you will receive it. This is how the law of attraction works. It's been proven time and time again, folks. So, today, I challenge you to speak healing into your life. Speak optimal health into your life. Speak a pain-free existence into your life instead of speaking more unwellness. So the next time that you have that tummy ache, the next time that you have that ailment and you want to complain about it, remember, where the focus goes, the energy flows. So focus on your optimal health. Focus on your best, most well self. And the energy will send the energy right there to match you. Be mindful of how you speak about your health. Well, folks, we've come to the end of this episode of Let's Talk Mindset with me, your host, Michelle Green. Thank you again for listening, for joining. I appreciate it. Again, if this resonates with anybody you know and or love, please feel free to share. I welcome your comments. Join the conversation. And stay mindful, y'all. Ciao.